What's going on, YouTube? Tom Sell here. One of my favorite companies right now is A24, and I thought A24 had a pretty decent year this year. So I decided to do my top 8 favorite A24 of 2018. Now I could do top. Now I guess I could do top 10, but I haven't really seen 10 enough, like fully 10 A24 this year. So I can't really do a top 10 bit of it. So I mean, I just had to do a list of, dedicated to H24 because the stuff that H24 has put out, like almost every year, they always put out something amazing. So with that being said, here's my 10 favorite H24 movies of 2018. All right. Coming in at number 8 is this film called Lean on Pete. Now, Lean on Pete, I thought was a really nice little film. I mean, in Lean on Pete, it stars Charlie Plummer, who was also in that film All the Money in the World. And this film is also based on a book, and it's directed by 45 years director Andrew High. Hey, that's his name. And it pretty much stars Charlie Plummer as a teen who's like living with his single father, and he also finds work caring for an aging racehorse named, hence the title, Lean on Pete. And when he learns like Pete is bound for a slaughter, the two embark on a odyssey across the new American frontier in search to find like a new place to call home. This movie is really it's really good. I really dug the chemistry between Charlie Plummer and the role and the horse Pete. The chemistry between those two was really on point. The horse was adorable, by the way. Who doesn't love a good horse? You even had a good performance by Steve Buscemi. Steve Zahn was really good in this. Travis Fimmel from Warcraft fame, he played the role of Plummer's dad. This movie will also leave you in tears. Like, there are some sad scenes in this. But yeah, definitely give it a go. I mean, the cinematography's good. The acting's top notch. I mean, it is a little like a slow movie, but it's still pretty decent. Definitely give Leonard Pete a go. I think you'll probably enjoy it. Coming in at number 7 will be the film First Reform. Now, this film recently just scored a Independent Spirit Award nomination, and well deserved too. It's a pretty good film. I mean, it's directed by American Gigolo director Paul Schrader and stars Ethan Hawke, Amanda Seyfried, and even Cedric the Entertainer. And yeah, I mean, Ethan Hawke plays a pastor of a small church in upstate New York, and he like spirals out of control after a soul-shaking encounter with a with an activist and his pregnant wife. Ethan Hawke gave a phenomenal performance here. I mean, he recently just scored a acting nomination for the Independent Spirit Award and the Gotham Award for this film. So maybe 50-50 chance he could get an Oscar nomination for it. That could be a possibility, but we'll actually wait to see what happens there. Yeah, and also Amanda Seyfried was amazing, and like the dialogue in this was pretty good. It was interesting seeing Cedric the Entertainer in a movie like this. I mean, it's odd seeing Entertainer pop up in something like this. Yeah, I mean, if you guys haven't seen First Reform yet, I think you'll probably enjoy it. It's really good. Coming in at number 6 would be The Last Movie Star. Now, sadly, this is the final film that Burt Reynolds starred in, before he passed away. The Last Movie Star was a really nice little gem. It pretty much stars the late great Burt Reynolds as the role of Vic Edwards, who was the biggest star in Hollywood. He was also a college football legend. He was also a stunt double and leading man. And now, like in his 80s, he gets convinced by his old friend, played by Chevy Chase, to accept an invitation to receive a Lifetime Achievement Award at a 2-bit film festival in Nashville. But when you know Burt Reynolds' character gets there, he discovers that the Lifetime Achievement Awards is mainly handed out by these like college kids who are trying to have an interview with him, and it's pretty interesting. I mean, Burt Reynolds gave a magnificent performance in this movie. It was also directed by Adam Rifkin, and it also starred the likes of, like I said, also had Chevy Chase, Nikki Blonsky from Hairspray, Ariel Winter from Modern Family fame, Ella Coltrane, who of course worked with Ethan Hawke on Boyhood. Let's see, who else was it? Oh yeah, Clark Duke. Such a good cast, and performances was amazing. And it's sad that this was the last time that we got to see Burt Reynolds on screen. But Burt Reynolds made the best of it. I mean, what he did in this is really good. And there are also a few scenes where it features like a young Burt Reynolds, and I really found like the scene that featured the young Burt Reynolds to probably be one of my like the standouts of the movie. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out The Last Movie Star yet, it's a really good one. All right, coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 5 is the film Hot Summer Nights. Now, this was also a really nice little film. I mean, it stars Timothy Chalamet as a awkward teenager who gets in over his head while dealing drugs and falling for his business partner's sister. And one night, it pretty much becomes like a hot mess. And he spends like his time getting rich from selling pot to gangsters as well. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, Timothy Chalamet. Why did I call him Elephant for some reason? I don't know. Anyway, Timothy Chalamet was amazing in this movie. You also had a pretty supporting cast that included Maika Moreau, Alex Rowe, Myra Mitchell. William Fichtner was in this. Pretty good cast to back out Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet is seriously an actor you should keep your eye out for. I mean, he was recently just seen in Beautiful Boy with Steve Carell. He's probably going to get an Oscar for that. He was wonderful in Call Me By Your Name, which he scored an Oscar nomination for. This kid is going to be around for a while. He's a terrific actor, and this is a pretty cool role for him, and I thought it was pretty good. I mean, if you guys haven't had a chance to check out Hot Summer Nights yet, it's another good A24 movie we're checking out. All right. Coming in at number 4 is the horror movie Hereditary. Now, this movie is a complete creep fest. When I mean creepy, I mean creepy. I mean, it's directed by this director named Ari Aster, and it also had Toni Collette, who actually just scored a Independent Spirit Award nomination for this. Well deserved too. Toni Collette was amazing. Alex Wolff was fantastic. The one who plays like the young daughter. Yeah, the one who plays the young daughter. The actress name is Millie Shapiro. She was completely creepy. When you're talking creepy kids, this is probably a kid that's gonna be on that list now. I mean, the stuff that happens in the movie is a WTF stuff, like especially that car scene. I'm not gonna spoil what that car scene is, but if you guys seen Hereditary, you know what scene I'm talking about. I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, give it a go. It's probably not gonna be a film for everyone because I will admit it's a little slow burn and all, but it's actually really good. Creepy, but good. It's not like my favorite horror movie of the year or anything like that, but it's still pretty decent. All right, coming in at number 3 is the film Never Going Back. Now, Never Going Back also starred the aforementioned Maya Mitchell as well as supermodel Camila Marone. I think that's her name. Yeah, and it pretty much stars Mitchell and Marone as two best friends who intend on taking a wild beach trip, but when their roommate loses all their money in the drug scam, the girls who are always stoned goes to Absolve Lane to get the money back. I I really dug the. I actually just was late to the party with this movie. I recently saw it online not too long ago. Maya Mitchell and Camila Marone, I thought those two had really good chemistry with one another. I mean, this is pretty much a stone female film. I mean, you don't really see many like female led movies that's a stoner film. So I found that pretty cool. Maya Mitchell is definitely an actress to keep your eye out for. I mean, of course, she's best known for The Fosters, and she was just seen in that aforementioned Hot Summer Nights. She's a pretty good actress, and I hope to see more of her in the future. And Camilla Marone, she was pretty good too, and you also had Kyle Mooney. He was really good. This is a really funny gem. I mean, if you guys haven't had a chance to check out Never Going Back yet, give it a go. It's really good. All right. Coming in at number 2 is Mid 90s, the directorial debut by Jonah Hill. Mid 90s is probably one of my favorite indies of the year so far. It is fantastic. I mean, I recently put up my review for it. You can probably find it on my page. Mid 90s, it's a really good coming of age movie. I mean, the whole movie takes place in the 90s, and you could fully tell it's a 90s movie. I mean, there's blockbuster references. There's no talk about Facebook here. and also, the one who plays the kid, Sonny Seljack, I thought he was fantastic. The other skateboarding kids was pretty good. Lucas Hedges gave an amazing performance. You had Gerald Carmichael, Catherine Waterston was amazing. Good cast, and it makes me want to see Jonah Hill's next directed film because what he did with mid 90s is amazing. All right, coming in at number 1 is another coming of age movie. My number 1 favorite A24 movie of the year is 8th Grade. This is a fantastic movie. I mean, talking about directorial debuts, this is the directorial debut by Bo Burnham, and Bo Burnham did a magnificent job with this movie. I mean, 8th Grade also just scored some Independent Spirit Award nominations. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to get any Oscar nominations, to be honest with you. But hey, I'm just glad it's getting award consideration. Period. It's amazing. I mean, it's pretty much about the life of what it takes to, it's pretty much about life before going to high school. And I mean, the actress who plays the lead role, the actress' name is Elsie Fisher. She's someone who's going to be around for a while. She was fantastic in this movie. And also, Josh Hamilton was really amazing at playing the dad. I mean, this is a really amazing and charming little film. And I mean, if you guys haven't seen 8th Grade by now, give it a go. It's really good. And like I said, Elsie Fisher she's an actress who's going to be around for a while. especially after especially after her being in a movie like this. She's gonna get more roles in the future because she was that good. And I gotta say, I'll be down if they announce the Oscars and she's was announced that she got a nomination. I'm down with it. I think Elsie Fisher, I think, deserves an Oscar nomination for her performance here. That's how good she was. But yeah, I mean, definitely check out Eighth Grade. I think you'll probably enjoy it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my my top 8 movies of A24 of the year, of course. Let me do the quick rundown. Number 8, Lean on Pete. 7, First Reform. 6, The Last Movie Star. 5, Hot Summer Nights. My bad, guys. 4, Hereditary. 3, Never Going Back. 2, Mid-90s. 1, 8th Grade. Now, there's a few other A24 movies that recently premiered at film festivals, but they haven't got a theater release yet of this year, so I can't really, and I haven't seen those, so I can't really count them. But yeah, A24 had some pretty decent films this year, and can't wait to see what A24 has in store for us, next year. But let me leave it to you guys. What are your favorite A24 movies of the year? Drop a comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.